Welcome to this week's edition of the Weekly What's Up. I'm Melvin Seymour.
And I'm Jacob Clore, and this is your Weird National News.
According to ABC News, on November 7th in Lakeland, Florida, Herman Southall, age 81, was charged with 11 truckloads worth of tangerines without a certificate, grand theft of more than 2,000 tangerines, and trespassing. In addition, he sold the stolen bounty at a nearby market. Southall is currently being held at a Polk County jail on an $8,500 bond. Southall and an accomplice were found by deputies picking fruit in a Dundee Grove after a sheriff's office helicopter pilot saw them. It's unclear if he has retained an attorney. Deputies said the two had picked more than 4 rows of sunburst tangerines.
4 rows? That's a lot of tangerines. That's like pounds upon pounds. Like he must have been squeezing a lot of orange juice.
Orange juice for everyone.
Yeah, woo, all around. Going on a mile run sounds like an activity nobody would like to do sober. But how does a 1 mile run with a beer in your system sound? According to the Huffington Post, Chris Kimbrough, a 44-year-old mother of 6 from Austin, Texas, ran a beer mile and set a new record of 6 minutes and 28.6 seconds. This time bested the previous record from 1997 by 13.4 seconds. According to the rules of the beer mile, a competitor must drink a beer before each of the 4 laps around a track. Kimbrough stated, "I didn't want it to be a public thing, and then it ended up being a public thing. I really didn't think I could do it. That's a lot of beer in 6 minutes." Kimbrough finished 39th in the 2008 U.S. Olympic women's marathon trials, but had never attempted the beer mile. She will be back for another beer mile after she qualified for the Flow Beer Mile World Championship in Austin on December 3rd. Can you just imagine doing something like that?
No, I want to be a bystander that race there.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen a lot of drunk people around Blacksburg?
Yes, of course.
It's crazy.
According to the UPI, on November 7th in Loveland, Colorado, Stefan Sortland, an 18-year-old Colorado State University student, appeared in court on accusations of stealing an ambulance and later masturbating at a police station while high on drugs. The ambulance was traced by GPS to Loveland. Police found the ambulance damaged and Sortland allegedly standing outside the vehicle wearing an EMT safety vest and carrying a blanket, cell phone, and box of crackers. Police used a stun gun on Sortland and transported him to the Loveland police station. There, he stood on a bench, kicked the wall, and masturbated. A police report said he is also accused of punching an officer who delivered a meal to him in jail. Sortland allegedly told police he was high on Molly or ecstasy, a form of amphetamine, and cocaine. He faced the charges of aggravated vehicle theft, obstructing EMS, reckless driving, hit and run, criminal mischief, attempted motor vehicle theft, unlawful possession of controlled substance, and assault.
Wow. So many charges. What was he thinking? Well, I guess he wasn't thinking. He was on drugs.
Of course.
Don't do drugs, people. It's not good. It's not going to end up well. Well, in our last episode, we told you about a man who got arrested while wearing a Monopoly shirt, stating, "Go directly to jail." Well, it looks like we found another mugshot with an equally ironic shirt. According to the Huffington Post, Deborah Delane Asher from Kentucky was arrested for allegedly trafficking in a controlled substance in possession of methamphetamine. What makes her mugshot more interesting? She wore a shirt that says, "I love crystal meth." According to police in Laurel County, Kentucky, the arrests were the result of a drug investigation conducted there after deputies located 2 subjects in possession of 3.37 grams of crystal meth and a set of digital scales. Looks like she needs to pick out a better shirt, or just basically get rid of that one, Melvin.
Get rid of it.
It's not going to get you any goodwill.
Of course. According to the UPI, on November 5th in Silver Spring, Maryland, the Discovery Channel announced a wildlife expert in a snake-proof suit will be swallowed alive by an anaconda for the network's new show, Eaten Alive. Discovery said the new show will follow wildlife expert Paul Rosali, age 30, as he and his team seek out an anaconda in South America and coax the snake into swallowing Rosali alive in a custom-built snake-proof suit.
How do you coax a snake into eating you alive? It's like, here's snake, here's a good guy to eat. Like, what does that even look like? That's stupid. Well, most robbers take their cash and run. This robber felt remorse after he robbed a gas station and returned the money and apologized. According to NBCNews.com, Eureka, California Police Sergeant Steve Watson said that a 23-year-old Sile Warren Abbott Jr. told officers he needed cash to leave town for a fresh start. But then he realized his mistake. Police said Abbott entered the gas station demanding money with what the clerk believed was a semi-automatic handgun. The clerk gave Abbott some cash, and he left with 2 bottles of beer. Abbott returned 3 hours later with the cash and apologized. It turns out his gun was a BB gun. Abbott was booked in jail on $50,000 bail. I think you're still going to get in trouble even if you do apologize. It's not one of those situations where it's like, oh, all is forgiven. You're okay.
Yes.
It's not going to happen. Well, thanks for watching this week's edition of Weird National News. But stay tuned because when we come back, we will have Mary Desmond and Susanna Shepard with crazy contraptions.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money gonna come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
I've got a job to do today.
I've got a job to do today.
Have a good first day at work, Mom.
Your donations to Goodwill fund job training programs right in your community.
Feels good to start fresh, right?
Sure does.
And like that, you're a job creator. Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Welcome back to the weekly What's Up. I'm Susanna Shepard.
And I'm Mary Desmond. And this is Crazy
Contraptions.
This first contraption is perfect for this time of the semester. Personally, I would call it my best friend, especially during finals week.
I completely agree. This book, cleverly titled Workaholics, is actually disguised as a pillow. Upon first glance, it is a thickly bound, boring-looking book.
However, when opened, it is a soft, fluffy, inviting pillow. Now, no one will judge you when you bring this book to the library.
Next time you're at the library and you just get a little drowsy, you can simply open your book and appear to be a studious student.
When in reality, you're actually pretty lazy and stupid. Get to work. Or at least, don't make it look like you're studying. You're basically lying to everyone.
It's an interesting idea, but it takes away the ambition and reduces what little motivation we actually do have left in these dire times.
I'm gonna be honest, I would use this.
When you're stuck in the library?
Shamelessly, I would use this.
When you're stuck in the library 24 hours before a final trying to cram because you had another final previously in that same day, that would be your best friend, as you said earlier.
Yeah, I can't find any negative points in it. I think it's just all around great.
It really is.
Yeah.
Another invention that would make our friend Paula Dean proud is the butter grater. Yes, you heard us, the butter grater.
Why worry about slicing those hard rectangles when you could shred your butter like you shred your cheese?
However, compared to last week, I do feel as if the butter dispenser is a little more practical than this invention. I mean, who wants grated butter on their morning toast? That would just be weird, and it wouldn't even melt right. It would just be gloppy and moist and...
Plus, it's like a pepper grinder, so you really have to work at it to even get the amount of shredded butter that you want.
I don't have enough upper body strength to do that. So Needless to say, I believe Paula Deen would much rather use the butter dispenser, and if that doesn't change your mind, then I feel sorry for you, and you must be stronger than me with that upper body strength. Paula knows best when it does come to the glorious yellow stick of wonder that is butter.
Butter is life.
Butter is life.
Life goal right here with this next invention. Who wouldn't want to sleep between two airy buns of soft cheeseburger?
And lie with warm, succulent beef patties every night, nestled in and cuddled up with pickles, cheese, and a nice lettuce blanket.
You're intrigued, I'm sure. This invention is called the burger bed. Be excited. Be very excited.
This reminds me of the cheeseburger phone from the movie Juno,
Yes.
which I do own. So essentially, you could have an entire cheeseburger-themed bedroom.
Which would be awesome.
Who wouldn't want that?
This honestly reminds me of a Krabby Patty. I mean, being a die-hard SpongeBob fan, this just makes me really happy, and I'm sure our little yellow friend would be the first in line to buy this crazy contraption.
He'd be running like it was his first day at the Krusty Krab.
Oh my God! I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Ready.
Oh, SpongeBob. Oh,
it was better back in the 90s.
it was.
Well, you know what's almost greater than a cheeseburger bed, Mary, but not quite?
What?
A magic wand TV remote control. Wow, that was a mouthful, but you get the picture.
This is for every die-hard Harry Potter fan out there. It gives you a taste of the magic of the wizarding world.
It actually gives you the power to change the channel with the flick of your wrist. And it's much more exciting than your typical remote.
I wouldn't want to put this thing down, to be honest. I would just walk around with it and pretend I was a witch, blurting out charms and spells as I prance about the house. Expelliarmus!
Wingardium Leviosa.
Accio!
It's the perfect gadget for any muggle searching for a way into the wizarding world.
Well, that's it for this week's Crazy Contraptions. But stay tuned, because when we return, we will have Tori Nagel and Kevin Stefani with viral videos.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Danse, balance la cadence, ondule bien tes hanches au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence. Dans ma belle robe blanche, je suis ton chou, ton
You didn't give up on sex. Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
No more pencils, no more books.
No more teachers, dirty looks. School's out for summer.
What this place needed was better graduation rates. So we worked with schools like Henry Ford High, and now they're up 18%.
To help us do more good this year, go to unitedway.org, because great things happen when we live united.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
Welcome back to Weekly What's Up. I'm Tori Nagel.
And I'm Kevin Stefani.
And these are your viral videos. People always say you should dance like no one is watching, but people tend to not tell you to make sure that no one is watching.
best part of this video is when you see him notice that his friend is there, and he just loses all of his man points ever, and he's just like, oh.
I would have reacted the same way. I would have been really disappointed.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's kind of funny, and he's probably happy that he's famous on the internet now.
Yeah.
But
hopefully he'll get a web redemption, and then he can go on Tosh.0,
and then he gets famous, and he's rich.
Boom.
Done well. Alright. This next video introduces the world to Dave, a cat who honestly could not care less about his human. All he wants to do is watch hockey. Watch this.
Was living on the edge that time. Yeah, he's lucky. That was not a great decision by him. Here's Ryan on a touch from Solani. Tries to toe drag it to the middle.
Hey, Dave. Do you like the Ducks? Yeah? Go Ducks, huh? Yeah.
I relate to this cat on a spiritual level because hockey is my favorite sport. So, I mean, I understand the focus.
I love when the cat is just like watching hockey and the guy's like, hey Dave, and he's like,
oh yeah. He looks so annoyed. It was
just
great.
Squints and he's like, really? Like, you have to interrupt me while I'm watching hockey.
I understand that. Next up, BuzzFeed shows us what it would be like if boy best friends acted like girl best friends in this hilarious video.
I'm obsessed with you.
I'm obsessed with you.
Shut up, your balls look great. We all wish we could have balls like you.
Twinsies. I look like an optical illusion.
I might have something you can borrow.
But I think me and Shanna are going away for the first time together this weekend.
Shut up. Tell me everything. What are you gonna wear? Oh.
My arms are like giant tree limbs.
I would cut off my balls to be as tall as you.
No, you wouldn't. Shut up.
I would.
Can you tell that I'm not wearing underwear?
No. Let's go.
Ooh,
she's hot.
She's hot.
You know, I can feel like a steak, medium rare.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Twinsies. Yeah, my dad's coming up in March.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed with your dad.
Do you think we can get a waiter to take our picture?
How about that guy?
This is weird. Can you do it from the other side? Sorry, we're awful.
We're awful.
We're the worst.
We're awful.
Good. Squeeze. Squeeze together. I know I'm single, but you'd totally be in my wedding.
Aw.
You're the worst.
Let's just take a second.
Fine. Am I annoying?
No.
Hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
You smell good.
Hey, thanks. Am I crazy?
No.
Am I crazy?
No.
Am I annoying?
Are you crazy?
Are you mad at me?
No, are you mad at me?
No. 2, 3.
Oh, yeah, that's good. You still miss her. Oh my God, you still miss her. She was mean to you, don't miss her.
I know.
You're better than that.
I am better than that.
You're way better than that. There's like a million girls would want to be with you. You just gotta put yourself out there again.
I love you.
I love you. There's no going back.
I hate everyone else. I just want to hang out with you.
You know, not all of this stuff are things that guys don't do too.
Really? Like what?
Just a couple of things. I don't know. Like, we mess around with like Snapchat and videos and stuff too, but like obviously not as girly as some of that stuff in that video. But it's not all inaccurate.
For girls, it's really an art form. I feel like, guys, I don't know if it's as intense, but
The Snapchat, or
yeah,
it's
like
totally an art form.
we take our Snapchat so seriously.
We definitely do too, but like we take it more seriously in a less serious fashion, where we mess around more.
Yeah, y'all are
but
goofy.
We're serious about messing around. It's very important.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
This worst dad of the year does nothing to protect his little girl as she virtually gets her face smashed in by a stray Yaya Toure shot in the QPR Man City soccer game this past weekend. Watch this.
So I'm just watching the QPR Man City game, and Yaya Toure totally hits a girl in the face with a football. Watch this.
It's back from Toure. Now that's again. Yaya Toure. Good position for the shot. That's a brilliant strike. We're right behind it.
Strike.
This was too funny. Like they were filming earlier, and I watched his video, and I just started cracking up because you just see her just go down.
The funniest part is when she finds God, and her arms just go up like, oh, and she starts praying.
I mean, if you're in that much pain, what are you gonna do? Gotta ask God.
Yeah, that little girl showed a lot of maturity by going straight to God. You know, she found a higher power.
Definitely.
Very above her age. Thanks for watching this edition of Viral Videos. But stay tuned, because when we come back, we will have Alexander Ernst and Haley Olivenbaum with the Blacksburg Review.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up? Oh, we finally bought a place. Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Was
it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
And we're out.
You got plans?
You bet.
$50 million Americans struggle with hunger, but we can do something about it.
Excuse me.
What's going on?
Dinner.
Please join me in helping put food on their tables. Together, we can feed America.
You guys keep going. I'm gonna get the plate.
Wait!
Find your local food bank at feedingamerica.org/hunger.
That's slow, that's slow. That's slow and below the top. Seriously.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Welcome back to the Weekly What's Up. I'm Alexandra Ernst.
And I'm Haley Olivenbaum.
And this is the Blacksburg Review. First up, Home Place Restaurant. I cannot believe I've waited this long to review it. Home Place is truly a satisfying and homey experience. We went on a Sunday afternoon and was told the wait would be 50 minutes. We were seated within 25 minutes and had food on the table 5 minutes after sitting down, and after enjoying the most delicious sweet tea and lemonade ever, maybe even better than the kind I had in Charleston, South Carolina. Our waitress was a sweetheart. She was at our table every 5 minutes with more apple butter and biscuits. The green beans were slightly discolored and weren't that warm, straight from the can, and the roast beef was room temperature. But other than that, the food was home cooked and made with love. The fried chicken had a ton of succulent white meat right off the bone. I practically ate the whole bowl of mashed potatoes and gravy and most of the coleslaw. It's so sweet and was chopped up small just the way I like it. To top off a happy stomach of chicken, biscuits, and Arnold Palmer, they brought out peach cobblers and vanilla ice cream. Oh my God, best cobbler ever. They gave me more crust than peaches, again, just the way I like it. And the ice cream was so fresh and vanilla bean tasting, it was a perfect ending. 2 meats was $13 per person. It's the best service, comfy environment, and home-cooked food. I will be returning soon.
Sounds great. I love Southern food, so that's on the list.
It's the best.
If you like fresh, local produce and other foods that are just minutes away from campus, then the Blacksburg Farmers Market is the place to be. I saw the farmers market open this past Saturday, and I took a stop by because I had heard about it but had never been despite my curiosities. I walked into the market area and was greeted by friendly vendors and energized children running around. I visited every booth that was there and was surprised by the variety of products that were offered. I never knew that so many locally grown things were available so close to Virginia Tech's campus. I did not have any cash when I went to make my purchases, so for a small fee, I swiped my debit card at the front of the market and received tokens in $5 increments that served as money. The homemade chocolate and coconut ice cream made it worth the hassle. My friend bought hand-picked apples that were crispy and delicious. There are also a variety of locally raised meats available for purchase, too, which was nice to know that organic food can be so easily found. The market is open year-round, which I had no idea because it's not heavily advertised, and it's also open on Wednesdays. The Blacksburg Farmers Market is a local treasure, and everyone should check it out on Saturdays and Wednesdays all year round.
Remember last time I went, I got a candle and some flowers, so they have good non-food items as well.
Good variety.
I have to share with you all my new favorite app called Crunch Button. It allows you to order food for delivery from places that don't usually deliver: Chipotle, Starbucks, Cookout, Buffalo Wild Wings, and Panera. The app has drivers locally that pick up your food and deliver it to you with only a $2 extra charge and, of course, a tip. This app sounded too good to be true, so I downloaded it immediately to see if that was really possible, and it is. You literally push a button and bam, food is delivered within the hour. It's so fast and easy. They will be expanding hours and restaurant selection when more people use this miracle app. The 5 restaurants I listed are pretty much everyone's favorite fast food places, so I know this app will gain popularity in a short amount of time. And Cookout is so cheap to begin with, a few extra dollars added to the tab for convenience makes it worth every penny. It's a great idea. It makes me wonder why this app wasn't created sooner. There are other apps that are similar, but they don't work as well as this one. Also, they just updated the interface and tweaked the menus, so you can, quote, get food in your face much faster with this new release. According to the app, food is currently available from 5 to 10 p.m., which is prime dinner time when you live off campus and don't feel like cooking or going to campus to wait in a long line. This app has nearly 5 well-deserved stars. Download Crunch Button now.
I've never heard of it, and I do not know why.
It's a miracle
Sounds
app.
Awesome. Wallpapers, ringtones, and games, oh my. The Zedge app is the new inclusive app that allows users to download various themes to their phones. The wallpapers range anywhere from Disney characters to nature backgrounds with brightly colored flowers. Live wallpapers are also available, which liven up your home and lock screens. The Frozen-themed animated wallpapers are by far my favorite because they are so wintry and pretty. The ringtone options are endless. There are popular songs, instrumental songs, and downright funny songs. My personal favorites are the ones that scream out, "Mom's calling," in funny voices. They definitely get my attention to make me answer my phone. Due to the new Minion movie coming out, Zedge has come out with a Minion-themed wallpapers and ringtones. My new ringtone is Minion voices singing one of their adorable songs. Clash of Clans and Farmville are just 2 of the games that you can download onto your app, and they go directly to your download screen. Zedge is totally free and it does not take up much storage space on your phone. However, it does drain your battery very quickly, so keep a charger close. If you want fun, free downloads, then Zedge is the app for you.
When you said free, I was set. I'm definitely going to get it now. I hate paying for apps.
Me too.
Thanks for watching the Blacksburg Review. See you next week on the weekly What's Up.
The ringtone options are endless. There are popular songs, instrumental ones, and downright.
I like singing Frozen.
Let it go.
Let it
go. Do you wanna write about it?
You said like you know
To be honest, I would just walk around with it and pretend I was a witch, blurting out charms and spells as I print about the house. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus.
Why don't